Hello everybody, this is Adrian Melero once again from Miami Acupuncture Therapy, and in today's video we're going to go over a post-stroke protocol. We'd like to thank our patient Edwin for volunteering. In his case, he had a stroke a year ago and he started acupuncture about 2 to 3 weeks ago, and we've been working with him. In post-stroke rehabilitation, usually acupuncture is usually the most effective modality, and usually the sooner you jump on it, the better the results. And even though acupuncture is such an effective modality, we take it one step further and we combine the acupuncture with the microcurrent, frequency-specific microcurrent, as I'm going to explain in a little bit how we enhance the typical acupuncture protocol for post-stroke. And then as you can see here, we did start out with a typical protocol with the needles along the yang ming channels on the leg and also the arm. And typically in traditional Chinese medicine, they'll also be stimulated electrically with a milliamp. And I choose not to do it because since I work with microcurrent and with the frequency specific, but if you're a practitioner and that's what you prefer to do, that's okay too. It's not gonna hurt to do it. Now, when I do that, I start off with this, and then after a few minutes, I'll also stimulate the points on the face using microcurrent. Now, when we do the face stimulation to help restore function, we work on the right side, on the opposite side of the affected side, because after the neck, the nerves, they cross path. So basically we're retraining the brain to work again. So I'm gonna set the probes to a protocol which is similar to an energy light rejuvenation protocol that we do here using the microcurrent and with the acupuncture points using the microcurrent. And so I put these probes here. And then I combine stimulating areas of the face as well as specific acupuncture points on the face to help restore function. In his case, his speech is very good. Everything here and above is good, but I still want to stimulate as much as possible because half of the acupuncture channels either start or end on the face. So stimulating the ends and the beginning of those points together also help with the overall effect as well. Okay, so I'm going to click this on. And then we're just going to go back and forth, stimulate. I'm going to bring it upward too. And then usually the difference between treating a post-stroke and a Bell's palsy, you treat the same side, post-stroke you treat the opposite side. And usually you can tell, usually post-stroke you can still lift the eyebrow up, and Bell's palsy you cannot. And that's one way to tell a differential. Okay, so I'm going to go up around these areas here. I'm going to do bladder 1 and the last channel of the Sanjiao channel, 23. I'm going to do these two ends. Stomach and large intestine channel. The Do and the Ren channel. And then I'm just gonna go around and connect the dots along the channels. Usually I just like to bring it along the trigeminal here. Right under the zygomatic bone here. And then usually when I'm done with that phase, I will put the small hand needles on the face as well. For demonstration purposes, I'm gonna do that after that. But what we're gonna do next with the microcurrent, usually with the inferential at specific frequencies, you usually get a good result by using 321 hertz, which is to restore function just by placing it. And usually just getting physical therapy, practicing with the hand movements, you can get a result. But when you combine it, you get an even better result. And on top of that, I add a third factor where in Chinese acupuncture, there's a scalp acupuncture area protocol that's very effective for post-stroke recovery. But instead of just leaving the needles, I use the probes and I set them at 321 hertz to restore function. And while this is going and the scalp stimulation is going, we're doing the exercise to help recover the function, to help retrain the brain how to, and then that way you can really accelerate the recovery. And I cannot stress enough like how important it is to get this done as soon as possible after the incident, because the sooner you do it after the incident, the better the result. So we're gonna crisscross the cables positive and negative, each lead on the opposite side so it's inferential. Actually, I'm gonna put it closer to the extremities here. I'm gonna go ahead and remove the needles. Go ahead and remove the needles of the leg. And then while I'm stimulating the scalp area, our therapist, Lisette, is going to assist with the exercises. So we're gonna go ahead. Actually, I'm gonna put another set of leads for the elbows to run concurrently with. For the elbow joint. So we're gonna place the settings, make sure there's enough intensity. $321. so now we have it going, and then we're gonna do this for approximately 10 minutes. So while she's doing that, so if you wanna go ahead and turn your shoulder a little bit for the camera, and on this third of the scalp, where the function is, usually in the upper third, we're going to be stimulating that while she's doing the exercises. And then let me go ahead and I'm going to modify probe. I'm going to pause this for a second to modify the probe. So we have these things going concurrently. So we do this for the upper extremities, and then with the lower extremities, I can go just a little lower on this scalp area, because after we're done with the wrist and the elbow, then we do shoulder, then we do simultaneously knee and foot. Patient has stated that since beginning the acupuncture and this protocol, patient has been able to raise the leg from barely raising it to about 45-degree angle in about since the 3 weeks since we started. And usually the very last thing to recover in a post-stroke situation is the extremities, the hand, especially extending the hands. From what I've seen in my experience, you know, reducing the spasticity as well, etc. So that's it in a nutshell. We're gonna continue doing this therapy, and then we're gonna switch to the other joints, but that's so you can get an idea. If you have any questions or comments, just go ahead and leave it in the comments below. And if you want any future videos, just feel free to like and subscribe so you can see more demonstrations such as this one, and then you can also see the protocols I have for other conditions as well.